Hello and welcome to Garden Priya channel. Today's video is all about fruit trees. In early spring, many of my fruit trees were covered with beautiful blossoms. In previous videos, I showed the flowers and talked about pollination. Today, I want to show you what has happened since then and how those blossoms are developing into young fruits. Let us start with pawpaw tree. I have two different pawpaw trees in my garden. The flowers begin as green buds and gradually change to deep maroon color as they mature. To improve pollination, I collected pollen from flowers on one tree and transferred it to flowers on the other tree. This is the pollen collected, and you will see me pollinating the other tree with a paintbrush. I also noticed several large flies visiting the flowers, and they may have helped in the pollination as well. After flowering, the trees that once looked like bare sticks quickly covered themselves with beautiful green foliage. Soon afterward, small fruits began to appear wherever pollination was successful. As you can see, those small fruits. Like many fruit trees, pawpaw drops some of its young fruits. Even so, there are still many developing fruits on the trees, and I would like to show you what remains. This is a single fruit, this is a double fruit, and this is a cluster of 3 fruits. You will now see a cluster of 4 fruits. And this is a cluster of 6 fruits. Pawpaw flowers can contain multiple pistils, which is why several fruits can develop together in a cluster. So far, pollination and early fruit set appear to have been very successful for my pawpaw trees. Now let's look at peach trees. These are the peach blossoms that appeared in early spring. The trees were covered with flowers, and before long, many small peaches began to develop. Because the trees had set so much fruit, I manually thinned the peaches to give the remaining fruits a better chance to grow. I also placed organza bags around the peaches on the lower branches to protect them from wildlife, while leaving some fruit on the upper branches for the squirrels. Unfortunately, the squirrels had other plans. Before long, I started finding torn organza bags, scattered peach pits, and even partially eaten peaches still inside the bags. Squirrels were surprisingly determined. Like the pawpaw tree, the peach tree also dropped a large number of young fruits, and it is still shedding some fruits even now. At this point, I am down to only 7 peaches. Whether I harvest any ripe peaches in the end remains to be seen. This is a dwarf peach tree, bonanza, that bloomed this spring. And this is the dwarf peach tree, bonfire, when it was covered with flowers. Bonfire has since developed its beautiful purple foliage along with reddish colored fruits, while bonanza is carrying green developing peaches. So far, both trees are continuing to grow and develop nicely, and I am hopeful that at least some of these peaches will make it to harvest. Now let's move on to pear trees. I have 2 pear trees in my garden. One is called Shinko and the other is 20th century. Shinko did not produce many flowers this spring, while 20th century was covered with blossoms. Shinko benefits from cross-pollination whereas 20th century is self-fertile. As you can see, 20th century has set a large number of young fruits. I have covered some of them with organza bags for protection. Squirrels usually become interested in pears when the fruits get larger, so I'm hoping the bags will help. I did find one fruit that was infected with rust, as you can see, and I removed it and threw it away. So far, this tree has held on to most of its fruits, although some natural fruit drop may still occur. When that happens, I will have a better idea of how many pears will make it to harvest. Shingo, on the other hand, is generally not affected by many diseases. It has only a few fruits this year, as you can see, and most of them are high in the tree where I cannot easily place organza bags around them. I'm hopeful that both trees will continue to develop well and that I will be able to harvest some pears later in the season. Thank you for watching. The pollination season may be over, but the fruit growing season is just beginning. Thank you.